to head out, and I got some things I got to do today. So, but that's not going to stop me from spending just a little bit of time with you, man. I just want y'all to know that I love coming on here and spending time with you. I love the interaction. I love the comments. I love the questions. I love your opinions. We don't always agree, but I still love hearing from you. And so far, it's been intelligent people leaving really cool comments. Even if you don't agree, hey, brother, I appreciate your content. Although I don't agree with you on this, and you guys state what you don't agree with me on. And I appreciate that. That's all I ask for, just be respectful. By the way, really quickly, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. Tell someone else about the channel. I'm your Middleman CEO, Shon-Jhon. And so the Middleman is about the business that I started in 2020. It's a middleman business. I do it from my phone. I make money by booking customers, taking deposits, that goes to me, and then I dispatch the work to other people. Now, if that sounds familiar, it's the same thing Uber does. They book a rider, they book a driver, and they make money for doing it. It's the same thing Airbnb does. They book a renter, they book someone who wants to rent it, and they make money. Same thing that Instacart does. They book someone who wants to pick up your food or your groceries. They match you with someone who needs their food or their groceries picked up. They match you and they make money. So what I do is I find customers for moving services. I find customers for home cleaning services. And now I just started finding customers for website design services. And every time I find a customer, I take a deposit from the customer, and then I send the work to the ISP, independent service professional, and I let them build the website, do the cleaning, or do the moving. I don't do any of that, and I get paid on average $150 per customer to do it. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Still not bad because I do it from my phone and I do it from home. So that's what I've been doing. If you guys are wondering what in the world I do, I've been doing that since 2020, made 77K the first year, on pace to do 350 this year. So exciting. It's not about being rich, because I'm not making $1 million a year. I hope I do. My company is not a $10 million company. I hope it becomes that. But the goal is not always to be rich, not always to be a millionaire, but to be free. So because I'm able to make that money from home or from my phone, I can literally do whatever I want to do with my time. I don't have to go to work. I don't have to sell my time. I can work from home, work from the beach, work from anywhere. And as long as I have my phone, I can make money. So it doesn't matter where I am. That's the beauty of it. So as long as I can teach you how to build a middleman business, make enough money to pay your bills, you don't have to go to work. Right? So if you want to learn how to do that, the link's going to be in the first comment below. Also check the description to get the discount link, and you'll be able to get the course. It's very affordable, and you get if you get the VIP, you get one-on-one coaching with me, you get mentorship, you get group training. I'm with you all the way. I don't let you go. I make sure that you make it to success. And that's the beauty of it. So hit that link, jump in the masterclass ASAP, and I'll be waiting for you there. So I don't know if you know, but the government has printed so much money that your savings account is dead. My savings account is dead. The government doesn't care about your money, doesn't care about my money, right? So we're in a position where you've got to take care of you. You've got to look out for you. You've got to protect you. The economy as we know it is sick, it's ill, it's in trouble. And so it's got the flu, it's got cocoa, it's got whatever it's got, but it's not good, right? And so I always say, like, look, when you see a baby and the baby's coughing, runny nose, and I know this, fever, not wanting to eat, you know the baby's sick, right? Pulling at their ears, whatever. Then the same thing you see in the economy. The economy is sick. The interest rates can't go down because hyperinflation is threatening, right? So they can't have money move back into the market because raising the interest rate didn't lower the cost of living. Now we got a real problem. The demand kept the cost of living up. So people always ask, well, what do you do? Like, how do you fix this issue? Well, number one, you got a real serious problem because you got a debt issue. The debt ceiling has just been blown off. Countries fall due to debt, right? And if countries around the world start returning our dollar, we're going to war. We're going to war. If countries around the world start saying we're not taking dollars, oh my gosh, World War III, it'll break out tomorrow. Oh, it's on. I guarantee you that. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but we're close. If countries around the world start saying, hey, the dollar's no longer the reserve currency, We don't care. Hey, you can buy oil from our country without dollars. Uh-oh. Because the dollar isn't tied to gold like it used to be with the gold standard. The dollar is tied to oil. It's the petrodollars, not the gold dollars, petrodollar. See, when they took the dollar off the gold standard in like 19, I want to say 13, I believe. No, 43, something like that. 1943, Richard Nixon gold standard. As soon as that happened, that allowed them to just print money. It was over with. They decided we're getting rich. We're going to turn on these printers and we're going to start printing money. Now, if you and I print money the way the government does, we go to jail. If you and I run a Ponzi scheme the way Social Security does, we would go to prison. But the government does these things legally. Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, but the government does it legally, right? So me personally, I don't like the government going into my paychecks. I don't have one, but when I used to have one, I didn't like the government taking my money out. I don't like gross and net. Give me everything. I worked for it. I earned it, right? But unfortunately, through the Current Tax Payment Act of, I want to say 1943, the government, was it 43 or 63, something like that? It might have been 73. The government started, they were allowed to start going into your paychecks, and that made them rich. So this just makes me laugh because it's comical how they ripped us off. Nobody said a damn thing. No wonder everybody wanted to be politicians. You could get rich. And so, again, the economy is sick. The economy is fake. Did you know that? The economy is fake. Job security, that's fake. That's not real. There's no such thing. Your savings account, your money in the account, that's fake. How do I know that? Go to the bank and try to get it. Well, it's showing on the screen on my app that I got $10,000. I know, go borrow it. Go down there and try to get it. Hey, let me get that $10,000 out. Mr. Johnson, can you come back tomorrow when our branch manager's in? Branch manager's never in when you want to take a big deposit or withdraw. Never in. 10,000. That ain't even much money. 10,000, you got to come back tomorrow. Wait until they start cutting the ATM cash withdrawal amounts even more. Wait till you go to your bank and there's a chain on the door and say, we're not open, sorry. Well, what about my money? That's our money. What, legally? Legally? How did my money become your, oh, you didn't know? When you deposited your money into the bank, it became the bank's money. So you know about a bailout, right? That's when the government steps in and protects companies or banks. That's a bailout by the government. The government bails out the bank. There's also a bail-in where the where the banks can use your money out of your deposits and out of your accounts to pay their own bills and pay you back last. See, you didn't know that. They don't teach this in school. All this stuff they teach us is fake. And I don't always blame the teachers because the teachers don't know. They're Marxists. They don't know. They just do what they're told. So I don't blame you teachers. I know a lot of good teachers that are friends of mine, but they're not informed. They're not informed. And so now that we know that, now that we understand that the government is working against us by printing money, now you understand that your savings account is fake. It's not real money. Well, it says I got 100 grand in there. No, you don't. Go look. There's no account sitting in there. That's all digital. It shows on your phone, yes, but if you go down there, sure, you can see Pokemon on your phone, but move your phone out of your face. Now, do you see that Pokemon? No, because it ain't real, right? So when you see that 100 grand on your phone, I have 100 grand in a bank account. Move it out of your eyesight. Do you see it now? No, because it ain't real. This digits just float around in the matrix. That money's not there. As soon as you deposit it, the bank loaned it. It's gone. They let you see it on the app so you can feel good about it, but it ain't there. These apps, the banks, when they got these apps, when they got their hands on these apps and allowed you to see your money by pulling up an app, fake money on an account that's not real, is not in your hand. When they allowed you to see that, the game changed. Reason being, the game changed a few ways. Number one, when the government got off the gold standard, they could print until they're blue in the face, and that's what they've done. Number two, the Current Tax Payment Act allowed the government to go into your accounts. Number three, the banks used to actually reward you by paying you interest for depositing your paychecks, paper checks, into the bank accounts years ago. So they would bribe you by paying you interest. Then direct deposit came out, and they would direct deposit your account, your money right into the account, right into the account. And now the banks are like, wait, they deposit the money. We don't have to pay them anymore. And now they pay you zero interest, 0 point whatever, wherever, ever. Zero. It's zero. They don't pay you anything. Under 5, 6, 7%, that's zero. And so now you're sitting there, you're watching your money die. Well, you don't think it's dying, but I know it's dying. Now I'm telling you it's dying. The buying power has died. Your let's say, for instance, your $1,000 in your savings account, you a nice 2-bedroom apartment in a nice place in Dallas. $1,000. Fast forward, that same $1,000 needs another $1,000 to partner with it to get you the same place. What is that? Well, inflation and greed, but ultimately that means the buying power of your dollar has decreased. Now, why did it decrease is the question. We know it's decreased, but why did it decrease? What caused that? There's a cause and effect. This just doesn't happen. What caused this? Well, one of the things, greed, of course. One of the things would be that the government printed money during stimulus and poured the money out into the economy. So this caused people to have money, which drives up demand for a low supply, which drives up cost, right? And so now your dollar chasing the same goods drive the price of the same goods through the roof. The problem is when the government raised the interest rates, hoping that the price of the cost of living, or what they call inflation, would come down, it did not come down. And now they're sitting there like, uh-oh, we raised it up. It didn't stop. It slowed down a little, but it didn't bring prices down enough. We're still facing inflation. And now we promised these folks that we would lower interest rates, and we can't, because the $300,000 house that went to $700,000 like mine did in 2022, that house, and my house dropped down to $600,000 in a year, but that's it. It stayed there. So now, even though it dropped a little, it's still double what it was. And so they're looking and going, uh-oh, this thing's not going to go back down. Look at the gas prices. Look at the food prices. And now if you let the money back in by lowering the interest rates, you're going to let people start borrowing again because money's cheap again. They're not borrowing now because money's expensive. But if you lower the interest rate, that means money is cheap. Money's on sale. It's a clearance sale. And all of a sudden, these people are going to start borrowing money again. And what's that going to do? Drive the cost back up. The problem is it didn't go down much. Now you got a real problem. Now you might see $5 and $6 gallons of gas. I don't know how the average person is going to make it. My advice to you, don't be average. I don't know what you guys are going to do. I don't know what you guys are going to do. I'm not on here to scare you. I'm here to wake you up. I'm here to let you know, hey, I don't care what they tell you. Hard times are coming. You need to be prepared. You need to understand that the government is not on your side because they're printing money, killing your money. So you need to do what? You need to find a way to make money, because I'm telling you the economy is fake. $5,000 for the month. Then it has a net $3,500 for the month. That's fake. Your gross is fake. Your paycheck is fake. They never. There's not one person on here whose gross gets deposited into their bank accounts each month. Not one. I got to start learning pickleball. Seems pretty fun. And but there's no one on here who's ever deposited their gross into their bank account. It does not happen. Right? So I'm telling you the truth. I'm giving you the real deal. No sugarcoat. So you know that your paycheck is fake. You know that job security is not a real thing. It's fake. You also know that the economy is fake. It's fraudulent. You know your savings account is fake. Right? You know the scam of going to college to make sure you get a safe, secure job. You know there is no such thing as a safe, secure job. So you know that the college hustle is fake. One of the greatest hustles ever, but you know that it's fake. You know now. If you didn't before, now you do. Because I told you what to do. So you don't want to be in a position where the only way you can make money is by going to work. I just told you that your job is fake. It's not real. There's no job security. What? There's job insecurity. Your job don't care about you. They're trying to fire you and replace you with AI right now. They're probably in a meeting somewhere saying, how do we get rid of this fool? He's making 100 grand a year. Let's save that. Let's split that up. And so again, you guys are not paying attention, but I'm paying attention because I see the flood coming. Oh, I see the bad moon rising. You got to be ready. You got to be prepared. You almost have to be paranoid to survive this economy. You can't trust anything that you hear on television from the media. Not a word they say. And so the real question now is, now that you understand that the economy is fake and that a lot of things in your personal economy is fake, now the next question is, what do you do? I think I'm going to get out and do a walk or a jog before the rain comes in. Now the real question is, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's the real question. What are you going to do about it? You know the economy is fake. You know that saving money is a dead idea. You know that piling money into a bank account and just leaving it there only makes the bank rich. You know that the banks don't save money. You know that if the bank saved money, they would be broke like most of you and like I used to be. Think about it. We're out there hustling, overworking just to put money into a bank account, money we don't even need. But we're willing to sell our time to get money we don't need and pile $5,000, $10,000 into a bank account and never touch it. What? They trained us to do that. They trained us so well. But I'm the voice in the wilderness going, hey, wake up. We've been tricked. They pull the wool over our heads and boy, they got us. But you know what? This stops here. The buck stops right now, today. We're no longer falling for it. We're no longer going to let you pull the wolves over our head, tell us that we should save money for a rainy day on an emergency account. Nope, no thank you. I'm not going to manifest rainy days. I'm not going to manifest emergencies into my life. If they do come, they usually are not even due the same day. And if they are, there are ways that you can make money. You can borrow money. You can use your credit card to fix the issue, whatever you have to do. But think about it. When's the last time you had to spend $5,000 in a day because of an emergency? 10,000, 4,000, 3,000. Just doesn't happen. Typically, if you have something you got to take care of, it's not a lot of money. And even if it is, you can borrow the money. You can use your credit card to do it. There's a bunch of ways that you can fund it. So you don't have to just sit on money. Use the money. So I know somebody's on here going, but Shon, what if I lose my job and I have to pay my bills? I got you, brother and sister. I'm on it. That's why, while you still have your job and you're still paying your bills, in your spare time, go home, learn to make money on your phone, on your laptop, learn to make money on the side. So that if that day comes, or when that day comes, because it will, when you do lose your job, it doesn't even matter, because you've already started the process of making money on the side. And now your side business substitutes for the cash, for the money you're losing on the job by getting fired or being laid off. See, I told you. So instead of piling money in the bank, use it to make more money. And then whenever that day comes and you lose your job, so what? You have money. You have money now because you listened, and you, in your part-time, you started working on making money on the side. And now that you don't have the job, doesn't even matter. You've already been working on your side business and it already makes money. So you didn't have to pile up 100 grand in an account like some fool told me in this on my chats. What? How stupid. That's dead money. What are you talking about? Think about that. $100,000 you don't use. What? Now, if it was a good idea to leave money in savings, wouldn't the bank save money? Think about it. It is where you go to save money, right? So if the banks, if it was a great idea to pile up in a savings account, the banks would save money. They would get all your money and just leave it. But is that what the banks do? Or will the bank take your deposits, your savings account, and then loan it to make money. B, they will loan it to make money. So what does that tell you? That you should use money to make more money, not sit on money. That's dead money. I don't know how many times I got to say that. It's dead. It does nothing for you. Nothing. But they've trained you and conditioned you so well that you can't beat it. You got to sit on money. They trained you to wait for emergencies. I bet the banks taught us that. Hey, there might be an emergency or a rainy day. You might want to sit on this money. What they're really saying is, save that money in that account. Let me use it to get rich. Because you never know, something might happen. So don't use it. We'll use it for you. I mean, leave it there. All I can do is just shake my head at how simple we are and how quickly we follow rules. And we don't ask questions. I ask questions. My son, he's 3. This dude asks questions about everything. We need to go back to being as curious as children, asking questions about everything. Why is there no interest on my bank account? What do you guys do with my money when I deposit it? How come when I come here to take 10, 15, 20,000 out of my savings, you tell me to come back the next day? Where's my money? How come I put my money into a 401k and you penalize me for taking my money? Didn't I work for that? I'm getting penalized for it? Oh, I got to pay you back? You know it's my money, right? Right? Oh, you got rich off of my 401k and my fees? You did. Are you an investor? Oh, you invest our money. You just take fees and make yourself rich. You don't really know what the market's going to do. Think of that. They've trained and conditioned us so well. By the way, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Listen, my thing that I want to teach you more than anything is how to be free. I don't want to teach you how to be rich. It's not my goal. I do want you to be rich. I want to be rich. I'm not going to teach you how to make $1 million a year. I do want to make it. I hope you make it. But my main thing is I want to teach you how to build your own middleman business from your phone. Now, if you make $5,000, $10,000 a month, sure, that's not rich. But because you make it from your phone, that means you don't have to go to work. So it is freedom. I don't teach you how to be rich. I don't teach you how to make $1 million a year. I teach you how to be free. Now, if you go on to get rich and make a lot of money, good for you. But I want to teach you how to be free and not have to go to work, not have to participate in this fake economy, not have to get up every day. I have not gotten up to go to work since 2020. I have not punched a clock since 2020. And I don't want to. Why? Because I have a phone. What does that mean? I use my phone to make money. Well, how do you do that? Well, I simply do the same thing Uber, Airbnb, Lyft, Instacart, all those companies do. I find someone who needs something. I find someone who's willing to do it for them. I connect them and I get paid. Find someone who needs to ride. Find someone who's willing to drive them around. I introduce them, match them. Uber gets paid. Find someone who wants to rent their home. Find someone who needs to rent a home. Match them, get paid. Find someone who needs their groceries. Find someone who's willing to go out and get their groceries. And then I match them and I get paid. Instacart. AIRBNB. So what do? I find service businesses, whether in my city or anywhere in the country, it doesn't matter. You can do it from any city. It does not have to be where you are. I'm here in Dallas. I have a home cleaning service in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm not in Jacksonville. I'm in Dallas. I have a moving service. So I have a moving service, a home cleaning service, and a website design service. I don't do any of the work. All I do is find customers for those companies. So I'll find a mover, I'll find a website designer, I'll find a cleaning service, and I'll find customers for them. Now, when I book the customers using my phone through text, I could book through text, through phone calls, through emails, it does not matter. I book them, they pay a deposit to me, that goes into my account. My average deposit is about $150, so I make $150. If I do 5 of those a day, I make $750 for that day. I don't have to leave the house to do it. I don't have to be at a job to do it. I could be on the beach, I could be in a restaurant, I could be at church, I could be anywhere. Doesn't matter. I own my time. All I have to do is respond when somebody asks for a quote, book them, take a deposit, and then get the work, send the work to someone else to go out and do it. They make their own money. They're happy. I'm happy. They do the work. I don't do the work. I go swing a golf club or whatever else I want to do. Doesn't make you rich. My first year, I made 77 grand in 2020. Not bad. I did it from home. This year, we're on pace to do 350,000. That's not $1 million a year. I get it. Hopefully one day I'll be there. Hopefully one day you'll be there. But guess what? I don't have to go to work to do it. You know what that makes me? Free. Financial freedom, time freedom, the most important of all, and then lifestyle freedom. It changed my life. It can do the same for you. So if you want to learn how to do that, go ahead and click the first link in the comments below. There's a discount link for the masterclass. You can get it while it's on sale. It's going to bless you. It's not very expensive. I promise it's going to change your life. Go quickly, because the discount link is only just for a handful of discounts. I only limited it to a certain amount. So if you go, I think I want to say like 5. So, and the reason being is because it's the VIP package. You could get the masterclass by itself, but you don't get me. Now, if you get the VIP package, which is what I'm going to list in the link, it comes with me, one-on-one mentorship, one-on-one training, group training, access, lifetime access to all material, even new material we add. I got some crazy stuff coming. It's going to blow your mind. And you get access to me. I'm texting. I'm talking to students. I'm meeting with students every day because I love it. Only problem is I got a lot more students than I thought I had. We're over 250 now, which is a blessing, and I'm thankful for it. But it does limit me on how many people that I can talk to in a day. And so we space it out, give you set up meetings with you, jump on, do phone calls, do text. You could text me, message me, say, hey, I got this advertising I'm looking at, promoting my business here in Atlanta. You know, tell me what you think about it. I'll look it over, review, get back to you. So I work with you all the way. But if you get the masterclass by itself, because you could go to middlemanceo.com and get all of this. If you get the masterclass by itself, it does not include me. But if you get the masterclass and VIP, I come in that, the group come in that. Everything, the private meetups, you get access to all that stuff. So it's really going to bless you. It's on sale. The first 5 people that click the link in the first comments below get the discount. If you click the link and you're number 6 and beyond, you're going to see the regular price, which is much higher. So the regular price for the masterclass and VIP is $2,500, but you don't have to pay that. If you go right now and click that link, you're going to be like, whoa, this is it? This is all it costs? Yes. And it's only for a few people because that's the one-on-one training one. I cannot have 100 people added to the one-on-one training. I'm not going to have time to do it. So I'm limiting it. Go take advantage of it now. I'll see you guys in the class. You can also find the link in the description below and start working with me right away. Let's build your business. If I can get you to, right now, just be honest with you, I have students that's averaging anywhere from 3,000 to 4,800, I want to say, in month 1. So at the low end, 3,000, not bad for 1 month, and especially not bad because you didn't have to go to work to get it. I have a student right now in Atlanta. We did a training last night. He was on, and he did, I want to say he did 4,800 his first month, and which is really, really good. And he's still working. This is the best part. He's still working his primary job. So what I do, because I try to keep it real with you, even though you're making money, let's make it consistent. And then when you make enough money to replace your job, then go, all on, full on, 100%, 1,000%, smash the gas with your middleman business. And he's in the pressure washing middleman business. So you can choose your industry. I'm in moving, I'm in cleaning, I'm in website design. There's lawn care, there's pressure washing, there's roofing, there's AC and heating, there's window cleaning, there's TV mounting, there's hauling, there's garage cleanups, there's landscape. I mean, there's so many services that you can choose from, but it's up to you, whichever you like. There's graphic design, there's printing. People need t-shirts printed, you can do that. People need logos, you can do that. Hey, you need a logo? Bet. Let me get you set up to get you a logo. Hey, our logos here are 500. I don't pay that much for a logo. So when I do logos for like my sites, my logos, really good logos, about 400. So if you, for instance, if you get into logo design, all right, so a logo design might be 400 for really, really good logos. And they say, yeah, I'll get it from you. All right. And so you go ahead and take, so what I would do, I would reach out to someone who does the logo design, partner with them and say, hey, Whenever I send you a customer, are you willing to do this for $200? A good logo? Yeah. All right, cool. I'll send you as many customers as we can. In fact, let me email you the template, the agreement we're going to work under. And don't worry, I give all that to you. And now you got an agreement. They agree to do it for 200. So you're going to take a $200 deposit from the customer because the customer is willing to pay 400. The ISP, the service professional, is willing to take 200. That leaves 200 for you. So now your deposit is 200, goes into your account. You're paid. Now, when they complete the work, the customer is going to pay the ISP for the work. You're done. As soon as you book the customer and dispatch it to the ISP, you're done. You don't talk to anybody anymore. That's already handled. And you made a quick $200. That's just in logo design. If you do that, just say 2 times a day, just 2 times, 5 days a week, you made $2,000. That's $8,000 a month, $96,000 a year. That's pretty much $100,000. Just doing 2 customers a day. And that's in one city. Now, imagine if you spread out to different cities. Hey, let me do Atlanta, let me do Dallas, let me do Houston. All of a sudden, you're getting 10 customers a day and you're making a bunch of money. And you might live in Orlando. It does not matter because you can do business all around the country. You don't have to be in that city or state. That's the beauty of it. Uber is in California. They do business all around the world. So just think like that. Think big. Anyway, if you want to get into the masterclass and you're like, you know what? You're right. The economy is sick. All this stuff is fake. I got to be prepared. I got to take care of myself, take care of my family. I'm not going to let us slip. I'm not going to let us fall under a bridge and be out here struggle life. So I need to jump in that class. I need freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, lifestyle freedom. I want to get that stuff back. Tired of working 9 to 5, burning me out. I'm not safe. It's not secure. They can fire me any day. We're paycheck to paycheck. We're one week away, 1 month away from struggle life. And I don't trust these companies, and we want a better life. If that's you and like, hey, I want to get my time back. I'm missing my kids grow up. I want to live a better life. Then click the link in the first comment below, or just go into the description below. Click the link. It's going to be a discount link. You'll see the price discounted, and it's going to be awesome. But it's only for the first 5 people. Anyone after that, you're going to see the regular price. So my advice is move now, move quickly. And you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. And then I'll see the go-getters, the 10%. I'll see you in the masterclass. Peace.